All right, so we just found like a perfect under the bridge fishing spot in the Keys. We've been bridge fishing for like 2 days, caught some snappers and stuff, but I'm not gonna say where it is because we like to keep things secret, but it's under a bridge. And we're gonna slide up under here, and then the tide is incoming right now, so there's like the wall of the under the bridge actually goes that way, so there's like a nice little eddy in there where there's like no current. I'm gonna chum it up in there with some like pilchards and greenies, and the current's really not moving in there, so the fish should just be chewing in there. And this spot is actually perfect for me because I've been getting roasted the past 2 days fishing out on bridges and stuff. So I've been a little sunburnt. I don't know if you can tell. It's pretty bad though. But we're going on the Miss Hyler Marauder tomorrow out of Bud and Mary's. So I'm gonna be out in the sun all day then. So it'll be nice to be able to get in the water. You can see there's, oh, look at all these parrotfish coming through. There's a whole school of them. That's so cool. All right, so let me show you guys what I'm doing. I'm gonna put the GoPro cam on so you guys can watch it from my point of view. We got a knife, and this should fire up some action really quick. The main problem you have here is that you've got a lot of small fish and only a few big ones. So you gotta put a big piece of bait on and hope that the small ones don't get it. You're gonna catch some small ones, but so all we're doing is chopping up these pilchards in little small pieces. We don't wanna feed them too much, but it gets them ready to eat, and it brings the big ones around. So there's actually a couple keeper schoolmasters right there. But yeah, so I'm just gonna continue doing this, throwing chunks out for about 5 minutes, open up my red stripe, and then I'll get back to you when we're fishing. And if you're wondering what I'm using, it's literally just like a 4 or 5 foot long leader of 20 pound. You could probably go to 10 pound. You're just gonna lose more fish if they're bigger. But what I've noticed, oh, there's a huge barracuda. 5 foot, like 40, 50 pounds. What I've noticed though is the mangroves, they will eat off the bottom, but they tend to like it like suspended. So a lot of times if your bait hits the bottom, you just reel it back up and throw it back out with some chum in the water, and they'll be more likely to eat it. A few times they'll get it off the bottom, but a lot of times they'll just swim past it. I don't know if they're skeptical or they can't see it or what it is. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but right down here we got a school of snapper. I've already seen some big mangrove showing up. So what we're gonna do is just throw a whole pilchard out there. Oop. And this will hopefully weed out some of the smaller ones. Big French angelfish down there. So it's incoming tide right now, which means it's coming from the Atlantic side into the Gulf. And then once it switches, this probably won't be that as good of a spot. Because it's gonna get all stirred up. And oh, got a little schoolmaster. Oh, he got off. There's some big mangroves down there, like 14, 15 inches, big for here at least. And I can almost guarantee you this ledge right here holds a lot of fish up under it. So another trick that I usually do is I'll throw bait out at the same time that I'm throwing my bait, and that gets them a little less skeptical of what's going on because they're eating anyways, so they get tricked easier. But we're just gonna let him hit it. We got it in free spool. He's gonna hit it, run with it, and then we'll take the fish. Oh, we got one little baby schoolmaster though. He doesn't even know he's hooked. All right, we just opened the beer. These have to be 10 inches to keep. I usually won't even keep them unless they're about 12, 11, 12, 13. These get pretty fat and chunky. They're not as populated as the mangroves, but they're a lot better to eat. This one got hooked good. There we go. And he's back. So we're taking these bigger pilchards and putting them on here. I literally just dropped my phone in the water. Nothing I can even do. Gosh, man. Somehow it slipped out of my pocket. That sucks. I don't even know what to do. My phone is in the water. It's in this grass bed thing. It's not waterproof. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't even see it. Freaking student IDs in there. Oh, man. What do I even do? Like, literally, my phone is the way I get into my apartment complex. To get into the frickin' building, like, my scanner is in the back of my phone with my student ID, and the only other way to open up the garage door is through my phone with an app. And my phone's there. I mean, unless I could see it. But even then, it's like... Oh, man. Like, I don't even know, like... I have to drive back from the Keys. I mean, thankfully I have my frickin' wallet still. Oh, man. Nope. I guess we're back at it how it used to be in the old days. No cell phones. I have to hitchhike if my car breaks down or something. Alright, we got a not so bad mangrove. Little chunky guy. Gotta catch 5 of you dudes because we just lost our phone. Oh, that's a nice one. I cannot believe my phone just went in the drink. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna do another one. The big ones are starting to show up though. Must have been my phone, all the fishy hands that I've touched it with. This one's not so big. Still a chunky guy, but there's bigger ones. I don't know if I should keep them or not. What do you guys think? I think I'll let him go. Oh! There's so much trash down here. So there's a black grouper right here, a little tiny guy. He's about to eat it. He's looking at it. Oh, he's got it on his mouth. He's about to eat it. There's another one that's in this rock. I think he might have ate it. Oh, there he is. He didn't have it. It's a good mangrove. Take him all day. Back home, or where I've been living past few months in Plantation, A lot of the mangroves there won't touch anything like but 10 pound, but here they don't really care. 10 pound or 8 pound leader, they can see it a lot better, I guess. But here they don't mind it. But yeah, it's hot. I forgot to bring my water, it's in my car. So I'm gonna drink a beer. Oh man. Where is my knife? Please tell me I didn't lose it. Okay. So I have a funny story about Red Stripe. I actually bought a 12 pack of these one time, and I used like a piece of wood as a thing to pop the bottle off. You put it, hang the corner over the wood and pop it, and it'll throw the top off. Well, a little piece of wood fell from that into the bottle, and I was pissed. I was like, dang, like I really love Red Stripe, and there's freaking wood in their beer, because I didn't notice that it fell in there. So I go to send them an email like, hey, why was there wood in the beer? It was crazy. And I get through the message, and like probably halfway through typing it or almost all the way done, I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me go look at the piece of wood that I hit it on. And sure enough, the piece of wood that was in the beer was the same piece missing from that piece of wood that I hit it on. So I sent him an email and I say, thank you, I love your guys' beer so much, because I realized it was my fault, it was my mistake. And I was like, well, might as well send them a good email now. So I sent them an email, and they're like, oh, thank you for supporting us. We want to send you and your dad a shirt, so tell us your shirt sizes, and we'll send you some extra goodies. And they send us like a bottle opener, some coasters, and 2 t-shirts from Red Stripe. So shout out to Red Stripe for that. I love the beer. It's awesome. So what I've been doing is taking these pilchards, putting them in this bag I found over here in the trash, and then I just smash them up really good. And when I throw them out, it's essentially chum. And I'm starting to realize, like, the thing with the phone, it's happened to plenty of people before. It's replaceable. It's just a belonging. So let's get back to fishing and, you know, stop worrying about it, right? Like, nothing I can do about it now. This one's a keeper, but ooh, he's going crazy. He's shooting white stuff all over. Must be mating season, if you know what I mean. Oh, there it goes, all over me. Gosh, dude, these hooks get you good. Keeper, but still not the right size. Crunch those all up, give it a couple shakes. Keep doing this like every 10 minutes. It's a nice one. Have to bite off the hook. It's in his mouth. Nice chunky little mangrove again. 3. I think it's time for a beer. Put on another hook. I was talking about all these Bermuda chubs that were hanging around. This barracuda right here got him one. It's in his mouth. Can't even eat it. It's too big. He'll get a couple bites out of it though. Looks like he already got the tail. Oh, I got the black. I got a black. He's not the big one. Ooh, almost fell in. So this guy's probably about 16 inches. The other one's definitely a keeper. I saw him checking out my bait, but so you can see, nice little fat grouper. They always got some meat on them, but we're gonna let them go. Do a little water release. Oh, almost slipped. He's gone. And those chubs disappeared, so the fishing's been a lot better. It's another nice mangrove. We'll keep him. That's number 4. As you guys can see, the chumming definitely works. So I kind of just free line it, and right when some line starts coming off my spool, that's how I know I've got them. But I think something's on it, they're just pecking at it. Usually the snapper will hit it and they'll run. So right away you just close the bail after about 2 or 3 feet of line coming out. Whole time I thought I had the camera on, but we got our last mangrove. Probably about 13, 14 inches. Nice chunky guy. So we got our 5 mangroves. 1, there's a tail, 2, 3, 4, and then there's one down there. So we only can keep 5. Got 5 keeper mangrove snapper. We're gonna head back to Breezy Palms Resort. That's where we're staying. And hopefully clean up these fish and maybe make some snapper tacos tonight. All right, so we got a little snapper taco action going on. Got all these pieces cut up. We've got our pan to toast our tortillas in. We got our pan for cooking the fish in. We've got some tomatoes, some green peppers. I have some jalapenos, but I'm not really messing with that. I'm trying to get to sleep because we've got the Miss Alamorada fishing thing tomorrow. So we got some cheese and some daisy sour cream. Got the Old Bay blackened seasoning. I love Old Bay. My mom's from Baltimore, so they kind of grew up on Old Bay with all the crab stuff, like the crab boil and all types of things like that. And then my dad's side's from like New Orleans, Louisiana, Pensacola area. So they always use this stuff too. They're like Cajuns. Do a lot of seasoning on these because they're going to go in tacos. So that's pretty much the only flavor we're going to get in the taco. And what I'm also going to do, I've already got this one heating up, so threw that in there with a little oil, brown both sides. Probably going to do like 4 tacos, so we'll do that 4 times. All right, so we got all this snapper taco meat. It's all cooked, so we're just going to throw it in here. That'll help it keep warm while we cook the rest. right, so what I'm gonna do now is actually make the tacos. We're just gonna load this up with some nice snapper meat. Okay. And then I'm gonna take this, just throw it on there for just a second. It'll soften them up because I couldn't do them all at once. Oop, turned it off. Just hit it on there real quick. Nice and warm. We got our 4 snapper tacos. Mmm. Mmm. So good. The jalapenos wouldn't have been bad. Add a little extra flavor. Maybe do like some type of sauce, but pretty dang good. Not bad for spending a few hours catching snapper by the bridges.